Hey everyone, welcome back to the Pitchball Stories, your home for the most epic football documentaries and tournament breakdowns. Today, we are moving on to the fourth part of our series evaluating the 2026 World Cup groups, and we are stepping into Group D. We're breaking down the general condition of these squads, the tactical structures, the heavy hitters, and the underdogs. But before we kick off, do me a massive favor, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel right now, and if you are watching on mobile, leave a comment and hit that hype button. Your support gives me the motivation to keep this series going. Group D is an absolute battlefield, featuring the host nation USA, Paraguay, Turkey, and Australia. Let's see how they got here. Let's start with the co-hosts, the USA. They didn't have to break a sweat in the qualifiers, booking their ticket directly as the host nation. Paraguay, however, had to survive the brutal South American qualifiers against heavyweights like Argentina, Brazil, and Colombia. Over a exhausting 1-8 match campaign, they secured 7 wins, 7 draws, and 4 losses, finishing 6th to qualify directly for 2026 while scoring 14 goals and conceding 10. Next up, Australia. The Socceroos absolutely destroyed the second round, going a flawless 6-for-6 against Palestine, Lebanon, and Bangladesh, scoring 22 goals and conceding 0 in the decisive third round against Japan, Saudi Arabia, Indonesia, China, and Bahrain. They punched their ticket with 5 wins, 4 draws, and just 1 loss in 10 matches, scoring 16 and letting in 7. And finally, let's talk about Turkey. They were placed in a cutthroat qualifying group alongside Spain, Bulgaria, and Georgia. After 6 intense matches, they finished second with 4 wins, 1 draw, and 1 loss, scoring 17 goals and conceding 12. That sent them to the high-stakes playoffs. Turkey took down Romania 1-0 in the semi-finals before traveling to Kosovo for a brutal, high-pressure final. They held their nerve, won 1-0, and officially secured their place in the World Cup for the first time since their legendary 2002 run. Now, let's talk strengths and weaknesses, starting with the USA. In recent years, the USMNT has produced incredible talents turning heads in Europe. While soccer isn't their traditional top sport, playing on home soil with a roaring crowd is a massive advantage. Their squad is highly balanced, full of internationally recognized players with major tournament experience. It's a dynamic, youthful roster with only 3 players over 30, meaning they play a high-tempo game and stay incredibly disciplined to their tactics. Their only real weakness? Some key players haven't fully reached the absolute peak of elite tournament experience just yet. Over to Paraguay. Their roster leans heavily on the older side, featuring many players over 30 and several names who aren't regular national team picks. Their biggest handicap is that the vast majority of the squad plays in North and South American leagues, with very few tested in Europe's elite. However, their ultimate wildcard is the electrifying young talent Julio Enciso. Combined with their natural technical skill and an unwavering South American fighting spirit, they will be a massive headache for anyone who underestimates them. Then we have Australia. The Socceroos boast a beautiful blend of youth and experience. They are defined by boundless energy, relentless running, and a rock-solid physical defense. They play at a punishing tempo, covering every blade of grass. While they lack a deep roster of top 5 league stars, they compensate with sheer efficiency and a refusal to back down. Their biggest issue? A distinct lack of a creative superstar who can pull a rabbit out of a hat when the game is locked down. Finally, let's talk about Turkey. This team has been making massive waves in European football, developing elite talents playing at the absolute highest level. Even their domestic players come from the country's big 3 clubs. The coaching staff didn't take unnecessary risks, sticking to a tight-knit core that has played together for a long time. Their biggest assets: an unstoppable fighting spirit, a refusal to quit, and a golden generation of game changers like Arda Güler, Kenan Yıldız, Hakan Çalhanoğlu, and Orkun Kökçü. Their main vulnerability is the striker position, which has been a weak spot for years. In fact, Deniz Gül is the only natural center forward in the entire squad. Let's see if this golden generation can repeat the historic magic of 2002. Looking at the board, this group is completely wide open and the standings are definitely not set in stone. But based on squad depths and momentum, here is my official prediction for Group D. First place Turkey, second place USA, third place Paraguay, and 4th place Australia. While Turkey and the USA look like favorites to share the top 2 spots, don't be shocked if the order flips or if Paraguay and Australia shake up the entire bracket. But now I want to hear from you. What do you think the final standings will look like? Can Turkey go all the way, or will the USA dominate at home? Let's spark a debate in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you want to make sure you don't miss the next group breakdown, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that hype button. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.